to help ourselves in our spiritual understanding and depth. What was the first mantra? Atmava idam eka eva agre asit. Thoroughly we studied through the Bhashya. The essence of it is whole world of gross Jagat, Jagrata Avastha, and also of the Swapna Avastha. All is before it has got into this form of manifestation was Paramatma only, Parabrahman only. Get rooted into that knowledge. Don't listen to anybody saying anything else. For us, Shruti Mata is authority. Vedanta Grantha, our Bhashyakaras are the authority. So everything was Paramatma only. Now, is it not Paramatma now? Now also is Paramatma. What is the Vishesha? The Avyakrita Rupanama has become Vyakrita. Actually, no. In this sentence, in this knowledge only, all the information required for contemplation to go beyond Rupanama and discover the Paramatma is given and hidden for a serious seeker. We just keep on studying, and keep on grasping the essence. Then again, we come back to this contemplation only. न अन्यत् किंचन मिशत मत परतरम अन्यत् न किंचित अस्ति धनंजय. As said in Gita, ki other than him, nothing. Nothing means what was said by Bhashyakara. Neither the Anu Parmanu of the Vaisheshikas nor Pradhana Maya or Avyaktadi of the Sankhya and Yoga. Only he alone. Na anyat kinchana mishat. When he said nothing else, without any exception, so everything has to be rejected. Only he was there. Now, where from the whole world has come, please remember, it is not by the world by itself can exist on itself because it is Jada. Jada cannot operate or exist on itself. Who is the second one left other than the Jagat? You and I. You and I have no capacity to manage the whole family. What to talk about the whole universe? Therefore, we have not done that mistake. Then who is left out? Is he only. Okay. Therefore, the firm belief in the presence of Creator, He is the Creator. Okay. Then the process of creation, all of that we have to become understanding. Clearly, we have to understand. Mhm. In that evolution of creation itself, the devolution of creation alone also is hidden. Like in Bhagavatam, 11th Skanda in 16th chapter, we have seen ki how the Srishti Prakriya is explained, and in the same way Pralaya also is explained. Both to prove that neither Srishti nor Pralaya is important. Important is Paramatma. It's a very interesting topic it was. We discussed at length that time. Mm. So Ikshata, he has done the Ikshana, being a Sarvagna without any of the Upadhis of Manabuddhi Ityadi, like we need them. He doesn't need them. He can do Ikshana with his Sarvagnatva Shakti. That's it. What Ikshana has done, Lokanu Srujai. Let me create the worlds. So, two purposes of his own entertainment in creating the world, like everybody in company. सिनेमा किसी ने दिया क्यों निकाला लोगों को एंटरटेनमेंट होगा उनको पैसे भी मिलेंगे है ना all companies produce things why people can get those objects for their utility and they can get their money you know politicians they take care of kingdom or the rajyam country. Why? The country is taken care. I am also intact as a leader. मेरा भी कल्याण. So too Bhagwan for his own Leela as well as for the Prani, Sarva Praninam Karma, Karma Phala Upadana Adhishtanartha. He has created the worlds. So Lokanu Sujeta. First shloka. Atmava idamekeva agre asit. He alone was there, Nanyat Kinchana Mishat. Other than him, nothing living, non-living, moving, unmoving. Therefore, they should give a vision right now. All living, non-living, moving, unmoving is his own expressions. He alone in those forms. But knowing this, having faith that everything is he, by dealing with it in a respectful manner, having cleared our antakarana of all impurities, vasanas, as we are seeing in our Bhagavatam or Ramayanam, Ramji is teaching, no, Ado Varnashram and all. ऐसा एक अंतकरण शुद्ध करके देन अंतर्मुख होकर देन हु इज दैट गॉड हु इज एक्सप्रेसिंग अस दिस वर्ड, वो इंक्वायरी हमको करनी है. अब क्या है, सिद्धांत पकड़ने को जैसा एक बड़ा सा obstacles are there of extrovertedness etc. पकड़ने को means even to come to the class and listen. So to accept that siddhanta that everything is God, therefore I have to respect, revere everything, thus see the consequence of that respect, reverence to everything in the form of absolute peace and quietness in my mind. These things we are not understanding, digesting, doing practice. जिस दिन करेंगे उस दिन हमको ना ये व्यवहार के कारण mind becomes free. I know everything is God. I have nothing to gain, nothing to lose. I have only one thing to respect and serve with this world. That is a thing or it's a being. अब देखो, see the purity in that person whose clarity is like this. With that mind, will there be any pull and push when he tries to contemplate on the self inside? Nothing. आराम से बैठेंगे, ध्यान में जाएंगे. बट बाकी हम सबको ना दुनिया के प्रति बहुत राग द्वेष है, बिकॉज इट इज अदर देन गॉड. It is real, independent by itself. These are all ignorances, these are all notions. Is it not? No, Shruti authority we have to use for our sadhana. And abhyas karna padta hai. That is why the Vibhuti Abhyasas are given to us in Gita, in all Puranas. What is the Vibhuti Abhyasa? In this is God, this is God, this is God. All Upasanas. Why? क्यों मूर्ति पूजा कह रहे थे? क्यों मातु देवो भवा, पितृ देवो भवा, आचार्य देवो भवा, अतिथि देवो भवा? क्यों करा रहे? The wrong notions in us, the world is real other than परमात्मा, उसको रिप्लेस करने के लिए कि एवरीथिंग इज गॉड. लाइक जब लोग किसी कमरे में आप जाते हो, 20 लोग हैं, when you see all are your own people, हम तसल्ली हो तो सब मेरे. In the same way, when you know everything is God, वो एक तरह का तसल्ली अंदर आ जाता है ना. You believe everything is God, the vasanas negative go away. You reduce the vasanas, then your belief in the everything as God increases. All in Siddhantika Tushti, everything is his expression. That knowledge should become strong. We have not experienced him yet. But because of the Vishwarupa Sandarsana, because of Vibhuti Yoga, because of Vishwam Vishnu Hatkaro, because of so many authorities, here we are, every Upanishad we are seeing. The whole world has come from him and he alone experiencing as the world. अब देखो, इतना सुनकर भी शुरू नहीं किया हमने इस बात को बिलीव करके एक्ट करने का. ये अंदर की बात, बाहर nobody knows. बाहर यू डू व्यवहार विथ वाइफ चिल्ड्रन एज यू हैव टू डू हस्बैंड, जैसा करना है वैसे करेंगे बाहर. बट अंदर बात बदलना चाहिए कि मैं जो टच कर रहा हूँ वस्तु भगवान है, मैंने यूज कर रहा हूँ वस्तु भगवान, मैं देख रहा हूँ वस्तु भगवान है. दिस इज कॉल्ड विभूति अभ्यास. Then only the anekata about the world and their independence from the Paramatma, those notions go away. When the notions are there, they precipitate raga dvesha, they precipitate kama krodha. Then they push us to do the variety of karma leading to karma phala bandhana into this world. Ultimately, we have to know that in this world we have come nothing to gain, nothing to lose, only to exhaust our asanas to know Paramatma. Can we come to this understanding as soon as possible? How beautiful it is. You have no enemies, no friends, no relatives, nothing in the heart. outside natak, like Bhagavan Krishna played. All rishis play, all jnanis play the outside natak, but inside totally detached from everything because everything is God. Everything can be godly related, not worldly. हम्म, देखो यही ट्विस्ट है, यही माया है। बात समझ में आने लगता है लेकिन प्रैक्टिस के दौरान भूल जाते हैं। प्रैक्टिस करना है, बात भी भूल जाते हैं, वही माया है। जो माया हमको क्लास में आने नहीं देती, वही माया जो हमको समझने नहीं देती, वही माया समझने प्रैक्टिस करने देती। मैं समझ गया हूँ स्वामी जी, सब कुछ राम है, सब कुछ भगवान है। अब फिर करो ना प्रैक्टिस कॉन्शियसली इनसाइड द माइंड। यू सी एनीथिंग लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग, सब राममय जग, सब जगह जा रही। उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंस में फ्रॉम माइंड any of the desire should not be there anymore, because you can't desire to the things which are Rama. So too you cannot have any desire, नहीं है तो attachment नहीं हो सकता, respect reverence होएगा। So too you can't have aversion or hatredness, because the desire not fulfilled leads to hatredness. Desire नहीं है तो क्वेश्चन ही नहीं है fulfill or unfulfill का, therefore no raga no dvesha. Do we have that heart? Not तामसिक माइंड। एक तामसिक फेलो ऑल्सो ऐसे सोता रहता है गधे की तरह, भैंस के, उसको खाने को कुछ दो, खा के सो जाएगा। दैट्स नॉट राग द्वेष रहित स्थिति। यू आर डायनामिकली in the world interacting with everything and being, and those interactions are not in your hands 100%, because the other fellow also acts according to you, and yet you are not creating raga and dvesha, knowing that in that way the Lord alone is acting. That is the meaning of freedom from raga dvesha. एवरी मोमेंट, नॉट दैट सुबह 6 से 7 में बिना राग द्वेष रहता हूँ, मैं क्या बाकी 23 घंटे आई कांट अवॉइड। स्वामी जी 2 घंटे हो सकते, ठीक है क्या बिना राग द्वेष? ऐसा नहीं होता। थ्रू आउट द डे यू हैव टू सी एवरीथिंग एज गॉड एंड देयरफॉर नो राग द्वेष। दिस यू हैव टू टेस्ट इन अवरसेल्फ। परीक्षा, प्रयत्न करके, साधना करके चेक करने अपने हृदय को, देन दैट्स प्योर हार्ट। like Samasadita Shuddha Manasaha. Yesterday we saw Ramji saying to Lakshmana after Varnashram Dharma, you have to see the result of it in this one. Then only the inquiry into who is he in the heart we can conduct, not otherwise. So all these first khanda's purpose is that only. He is the creator, he is the one, he is the maintainer, he is the resolver. He alone in the form of the created too. There is nothing other than him. Okay, so Saikshate me lokanu sujayiti saiman lokana srujatha. Second mantra. Which are the lokas? Marisha, Marama, Apaha, the Ambaha, Parina, Dyauhu, Pratishtha, Antariksham. All these he has created. Marichi, Antariksham, Maramam, Apaha. Sorry, Pratishtha, Antariksham, Marichaya, Antariksham, Marichaya, Prithvi, Marha, Yadhastata, Apaha. This was, we have seen. Any questions, doubts in that regard? Minimum whatever they are there, Bhagavan has sorted them out. Now, lokas are created. No, without the lokapala, they get destroyed. They are not used correctly. Therefore, in the third mantra, saikshate. Menu lokaha. I have created loka. Lokapala no sujai. Let me create lokapala. Iti saha adbhya eva purusham samudurte amorchayatu. Okay. From the water pradhana panchamahamutta, he brought out the Purusha, who is a Virat Purusha, not yet expressed. Then Samudhriti Amurchayat, having lifted him, Amurchayat means he is prepared him for him to manifest as a Virat Rupa with all his expressions. We gave yesterday the lump of clay example to make Gadapati idol, or a newspaper taken by the crafts teacher to teach children how to make variety of the designs. I know nowadays that material comes which is moldable in any form, given in the play school to the children. Ye banao, banao. We gave the example yesterday. That's the meaning of Amorchayatu. Okay, so lokas created, now lokapalas have to be created. For that he took from the water the purusha akara. पुरुष के आकार में बदल सकने वाले stuff which has got all pancha mahamudras which he already created. Marichi Varava Apaha. From that he brought out. Then what happens is from him comes all the three Visana, Indriya Golaka, Indriya Adhisthana Devata. Pay attention. K roop mein in the form of all these three, he alone is manifesting. That we have to very strongly keep in mind. Ultimately, for us, in our drishti, other than Paramatma, nothing should be accepted as reality. That is a training we have to give to ourselves. Then only in the meditation, no other thing involved being distract us any with any rag dvesha. सब परमात्मा है इस बात पे पहुंचना चाहिए बाबा. Not only in the class while listening for 2 seconds, but genuinely from the heart. Remove the wrong notion that something is there other than God. देखो हम सबके दिल में कितना बैठा है दुनिया सत्य है भगवान है ही नहीं. मेरे सारे दुनिया के रूप में भगवान ही है. हम कहते हैं कभी फिलोसॉफिकली कोई बात को टालने के लिए कोई बात को जीतने के लिए, but heart in heart we still really believe the world is real and the names and forms are beautiful. Therefore we have to court it, covet it, desire it. जोकेबाज है हम. एक जो अलग बोलते हैं और अलग अंदर महसूस करते है ना. व्हेन यू आर महसूसिंग इनसाइड दैट एवरीथिंग इज गॉड, बोल चाल भी ऐसे होना चाहिए. So from that Purusha, Adhisthana Devatas, Indriyas, Golakas came. That's the fourth and last mantra. Let us do the study of it. मंत्र उच्चारण एक दो बार, फिर उसका भाष्य से आज पूरा देखेंगे कि फोर्थ मंत्र हम चैंटिंग तमभ्यतपत तस्याभितप्तस्य मुखम निरभिद्यत यथा अंडम मुखाद्वाग वाचः अग्निः नासिके निरभिद्येताम नासिकाभ्यां प्राणः प्राणाद्वायुः अक्षिणी निरभिद्येताम अक्षिभ्यां चक्षुः चक्षुषः आदित्यः कर्णौ निरभिद्येतां कर्णाभ्यां श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रात् दिशः त्वं निरभिद्यत त्वचो लोमानि लोमभ्यः ओषधिवनस्पतयः हृदयं निरभिद्यत हृदयात् मनः मनसः चन्द्रमाः नाभिर्निरभिद्यत नाभ्यापानः अपानान् मृत्युः शिश्नं निरभिद्यत शिश्नाद्रेतः रेतस आपः. Shloka we have chanted. Straight away with Bhashya we study. See, so far it is clear. Before creation was Bhagwan alone. Other than him there was nothing. He only did the Ikshana. Let me create the lokas for the people to have the karma phala adhisthana. Then he created the lokas. Then he thought lok to ban gaye. लोकपालक बिना मेरे नहीं, मतलब बिना लोकपालक का लोक नहीं रहेगा. Yesterday in the Bhashya we saw, today I am not telling that. He says, इमे तु अम्ब प्रवृत्तया मया सृष्टाः लोकाः परिपालयितुर्वर्जिताः विनश्येयुः. Without the Paripalaka, they get destroyed. Tasmad, Esham Rakshanartham, for the protection of these lokas, Lokapalan, Lokanam Palaitrun, Surjay Ahamiti. So that was the idea. He thought of doing the creation of Lokapala. Why? Because the lokas created have to be protected. Without the protector, they can't be sustained or utilized or guided, directed properly. So this is the system of sequence of Srishti coming and operating. That's why the Lokapalas protect all these lokas. है ना. वो कौन है आएंगे आगे देखेंगे. Now Lokapalas are coming up. Before that, he has brought out the mold, not mold, the matter from the Pancha Mahabhutas, which can be molded into the Virat Purusha, from whom the Indriya Adhisthana Devata, which are who are called Lokapalas, as well as the Golakas for the body that required. No, उनके शरीर में गोलक से इंद्रिय. Later on, replica में even human beings also have golaka on the sharira, in which the indriyas are made to sit एक बैठने की जगह के समान। गोलकों का उन इंद्रियों को बैठने की जगह है वो, बस उससे ज्यादा उस गोलकों का काम नहीं। Like the eye, here the eye is the vision ability is seated there. Further, this is the aperture. So to the nostrils are for that indriya called as grana to stay there in that way. Slowly हम देखेंगे आएगा. We have chanted the fourth mantra. Now भाष्य में कह रहे हैं that mrutpinda is taken out from that adhyaha, then amurcheta. It is made little conducive for becoming Purusha, Virat Purusha with all his limbs, from whom all the Indriyas ityadi are going to come out. Adhisthana Devasas ityadi. A very mystical, very beautiful subject. Interest लेकर आप contemplate करो ना, सारा दिमाग का जो जाल है मकड़ी का सब निकल जाता. You'll have a clear, perfect understanding. Tam pindam, to that pinda, Purusha vidham. Purusha vidham means which can be molded as a Purusha. Uddeshya, aiming at that, focusing on that. Abhyatapatu, that the Lord has done tapasya. वो मृतपिंड को देखकर उन्होंने तपस्या की. What is the meaning of that abhyatapatu? Means tadabhidhyanam sankalpam krutavan ityartah. He just done the dhyana and sankalpa. That from him the Purusha, the bhagas should come, and from them these three things should come. ऐसा उन्होंने संकल्प किया बस. संकल्पम कृतवान इत्यर्थः. तद अभिध्यानम संकल्पम कृतवान. That Ishvara, that Paramatma, looking at that, he did sankalpa. हाँ, it is impossible नहीं है. Even you and I can develop such a powerful sankalpas, sankalpa shakti through yoga sadhana, even bhakti sadhana. That what we do sankalpa, it happens. रे टूट गया क्या नहीं. So that's the power there in the संकल्प शक्ति. देखो हमारे संकल्प में थोड़ी सी बढ़ोतरी लाए तो ऐसी शक्ति होती है ना कि you don't you see the big constructive, creative, excellent things that are happening in the world out of sankalpa shakti. है ना? What a beautiful way the world is with so many amenities for the human beings. Is it not started with sankalpa? Now see yesterday, what a terrible sankalpa those Hamas they have taken, and 20,000 rockets they have bombarded. उनका संकल्प था we take back our place. अब इनको suddenly you attack us when we are not aware. अब इसने संकल्प जाने लिया कि with final fellow को eliminate करने तक we will bomb it. See the destructive power of sankalpa. How much terrible the war is going. जो हम फिक्शन मूवीज में ऐसे देखते हैं जो सिर्फ सिनेमा होता था, अब आंखों देखा हाल सामने आंखों के. It was so frightening yesterday to see how these Philistines, Hamas have attacked Israel. The Israel at a river, it has again sent all the helicopter, what do you call it, fighter planes and all, and bombing the whole. Oh, उसको क्या बोलते हैं ना उसको, गाजा को गजगज कर दिया पूरा. The strip is stripped out only. In 2 days, you will see the terrible thing. संकल्प शक्ति खून रोकेगा पता नहीं वो फिर. थर्ड वर्ल्ड वार, इंडिया इज सपोर्टिंग इसराइल. चुप बैठना चाहिए इंडिया. दोनों लड़के फिनिश होने दो. दोनों हमारे शत्रु है कहते लोग. चुप हो जाना चाहिए. Quite. Is it not? We have to should not poke a finger where we are not called. मोदी जी थोड़ा आप सलाह दो. पूछने पर भी नहीं बोलना चाहिए. नहीं पूछे तो कहेगो. That always a freedom is there in life. Exercise करो इसको. I'm just telling a common sense thought कि you can always be safe by saying that तुमने मेरे को नहीं पूछा. This is another option है ना कि अगर कोई पूछता है कि बताओ बोल तो नहीं मालूम. You can always escape. भैया आप क्यों बता क्यों नहीं रहे हो भाई? आप तो पूछे नहीं मेरे को। अच्छा पूछ रहा हूँ, बता, आप मेरे को नहीं पता। यू कैन ऑलवेज एंजॉय एस्केपिंग। हाँ, मेरे को नहीं मालूम भाई, गाजा ने नहीं पूछा हमको, हमास ने या इसने नहीं पूछा भाई। डिड पुतिन आस्क यू? नो। नहीं जेलेंस्की आस्क यू? नो। पूछे तो भी आई डोंट नो। कभी भी दोनों के लड़ाई में नहीं फंसना चाहिए, तमाशा देखते रहना है। इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन never gets lost. So we are just selling the sankalpa shakti of destruction, you see. A human being, if he has got that much, how much the Bhagavan will have, batao? Infinite, no? So he is the one, tam pindam purushavidam uddishya abhyatapat. So उसका उद्देश्य से उन्होंने अभय तपस्या किया। व्हाट तपस्या? तद अभिध्यानम, उसका अभिध्यान किया कि उसमें से ये निकलना चाहिए। संकल्पम कृतवान इत्यर्थ। Because Paramatma ko be attentive. There is nothing other than him. And his sankalpa is enough for manifesting. है कि नहीं? Be attentive. As we need so many things for operational purpose, any work, परमात्मा के लिए नहीं चाहिए हो। देखो आप कोई माया बाजार से सिनेमा में देखते हो, वो ऐसे संकल्प करते हैं वो माया शक्ति से, वो अपने आप ही काम होता रहता है। है कि नहीं? लाइक वी नीड ए नाइफ टू कट द वेजिटेबल, बट द वन हु हैज गॉट सिद्धीज ही नीड नॉट हैव द इंस्ट्रूमेंट। वो वेजिटेबल कट हो जाए, वो हो जाता है, बस वही भी शक्ति है वहां। आर यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट? फॉर ए लोअर ग्रास लेवल पीपल, so many media are required for work, getting work done. Like Bhagavan Krishna, what did he do to get a great palatial house for Sudama? क्या उन्होंने सारे लारी लारी भर के क्या कहते हैं सीमेंट भेजा है, कंक्रीट भेजा है, या ये सारे वर्कर्स को भेज के भैया पहले तो खोदो नीचे, धीरे धीरे पिलर लगाओ? क्या डिड ही डू ऑल दैट? वाज ही रिक्वायरिंग? सो टू व्हेन ही हैड टू शिफ्ट फ्रॉम मथुरा टू द्वारका, समुद्र के बीच में, वो भी समुद्र के बीच में यार, समुद्र तो इतना गहरा होता है वो। these are the things, वेदांता एंड उपराणा दोनों मिलकर हमको अनंत शक्ति भगवान का एक्सेप्टेंस होना चाहिए, समझते हुए। ये संकल्प शक्ति, इसे सुदामा को घर होना चाहिए, वो बन गया बस। सारे सब घर, पैलेशियल घर इंद्र भवन के समान होना चाहिए। दैट वन संकल्प वाज इनफ। नॉट ओनली घर, घर बन के दिया क्या, सारे उसमें फर्निशिंग भी था, एवरीथिंग वर देयर, and सारे wife children everybody were studded with gold and all, wearing golden ornaments, all the excellent dresses and all, so many servants were there around। एक एक को बना के इंटरव्यू करके थोड़ी लगाया भगवान ने वहां, संकल्प मात्र से। देखो संकल्प मात्र से भगवान खुद ही became so many in भागवतम childhood लीला। with sankalpa he made all children ikshaya amrita varshnya, that's so iksha is the word, ikshaya amrita varshnya। with ikshana only he made all children who died become alive after drinking that yamuna pani, which was poisonous because of kaliya। here also the ikshana। so all is happening because of power and all power belongs to भगवान। ये दो बातों को हमें ना ध्यान से हमेशा रखे रखना है। then our powers also his own, everybody powers are his own। that way the one through every happening, every object, every person reaches to the God, attributing the reason to him, he is doing always sadhana। the one who forgets the Lord, he himself acts in the world, he is a pakka samsari। how much our shastra is studying, shastra study, that's why never gives a realization। after studying doing these things gives a experience after lot of maturity। so tam pindam purushavidam uddishya abhyatapatu, is clear? तत् अभिध्यानम संकल्पम कृतवान इत्यर्थः। हाउ डू यू से द तपस्या मीन संकल्प? संकल्प मीन्स ज्ञानम। देखो यस्य ज्ञानमयं तपः, इन मुंडकोपनिषद इन द फर्स्ट मुंडक फर्स्ट खंड लास्ट मंत्र, यः सर्वज्ञः सर्ववित् यस्य ज्ञानमयं तपः तस्मादेतद् ब्रह्म नाम रूपमनन्त जायते। तस्य ज्ञानमयं तपः, बस ज्ञानम इज इक्वल टू संकल्प हियर कि ये बन जाए उसमें से, इतना किया उन्होंने। तो ज्ञानमयं तप इत्यादि श्रुते है। सो श्रुति कोट करके उस सवाल का कि तपा मतलब ज्ञान, ज्ञान मतलब संकल्प, दैट इज आंसर्ड। उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि तस्य अभितप्तस्य, तस्य अभितप्तस्य, दैट पिंडम which has been meditated upon or contemplated by the Lord. That means what? Ishvara sankalpena tapasa avitaptasya pindasya. Ishvara संकल्पेन तपसा अभितप्तस्य पिंडस्य, वो पिंड जो तप से अभितप्त किया गया है भाई ईश्वर, मीन्स ईश्वर का ज्ञानमय संकल्प से तपित किया गया। इसको थोड़ा गौर से पकड़ लेना, थोड़ा सा सटल है। भगवान है, पिंड को बनाया तो उन्होंने उसके ऊपर संकल्प रूपी तपस्या की ज्ञान से, उसके बदौलत रिजल्ट दीज थिंग्स हैव कम। सो इसका उन्होंने संकल्प किया, दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड। लाइक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, यू नो, इट्स सम, यू नो, आप समझ सकते हो मैं इस बल्ब के द्वारा बिजली के रूप में एक्सप्रेस हो जाऊं, मैं पंखे के द्वारा घूमने में एक्सप्रेस हो, दिस एट्रीब्यूट यू कैन गिव टू इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एट अ हायर लेवल। Electricity's presence is enough. All of them move. Same way, the presence of Paramatma is so powerful ना, everything happens. ये वाली बात को ना पकड़ने को मुश्किल होता। इसका क्या जरूरत है? Why is it so? Because you can't attribute कर्म फल अगेन टू ईश्वर, है कि नहीं तो वो भी हमारा जीव बनेगा, संसारी बनेगा, है ना। Attributing everything in happening in the world because of the Lord Ishvara, and yet Ishvara should not be the doer. देखो, if anything is happening without Ishvara's permission or presence, Ishvara का ईश्वरत्व is cancelled. If the Ishvara is involved in doing of everything, then he becomes karta bhokta like jiva. He no more remains as Ishvara. So both have to be balanced. How? Without him nothing happens. Therefore he is the doer. But he is not doing, in his presence things are happening. राजा के प्रेजेंस में सब कुछ होते हैं, राजा कुछ नहीं करता, लेकिन बिना राजा का होता भी नहीं कुछ। In me, my consciousness nahi hai, so I'm inert. Inert cannot do. It's like a table, it can't give lecture. So in the presence of the consciousness in me only, my mouth is talking, eyes are seeing, ears are listening. But the consciousness is not doer in his presence. Like without Surya, we cannot alive. Because of him only we are doing everything. But he is only being there. He is not prompting us or forcing us to do. He is not karta. उनके presence में सब हो रहा है। यस्य सन्निधि मात्रेण देहेन्द्रिय मनोदयः विशेषु स्वकीयेषु वर्तन्ते प्रेरिता इव. Beautiful mantras. These are to be deeply contemplated. And what is that thing in whose presence these things are happening? We have to meditate. The more deeper our meditation becomes, the more clarity it starts giving. बट उसके लिए सारे प्रारब्ध झमेला सत्यानाश जो भी है सब सत्यानाश करना चाहिए। खराब जो भी obstacles say they have to be eliminated. How much kachara we are carrying. Like for a healthy body to be, you know, what it makes it unhealthy? Only the foreign material. From within the body, there is no cause of disease for the body. Some lack of food sometimes, etc. or any immunity का, but otherwise it's only unwanted foreign material only. वो जो नस में बैठा रहता है, जो आयुर्वेद वाला ऐसे पिचका के फेंक देते हैं, till that whole thing goes away, no, dust and dirt of the body everywhere. इधर से लेकर इधर तक कुछ ना कुछ होता है, मैल कहते हैं उसको, मल. Through pranayam, through yoga, through variety of taking the kashayam and all, they seeds are gone. Then the body is like a rubber, flexible only it is. Depending on age again. Same way from the antakarana, all this when dust goes away, in that pure samasadhita shuddha manasaha, then we can just contemplate on this God. Okay. This much we have seen today. Tam pindam purushavidam uddeshya abhyatapatu tad abhidhyanam sankalpam krutavan idyartah. Yasya jnanamayantavah ityadi shrutehe quotation. Tasya avitaptasya ईश्वर संकल्पेन तपसा avitaptasya pindasya. यहाँ तक कमाए हैं आज. Of that pinda of on whom Lord has done tapasya, that is sankalpa, that is jnanamayam sankalpa. Yasya jnanamayantavah. Then one part of that Lord has come. From that the Indriyadhisthana Devata. These will enter into again the human beings and all animals or anything, which also again will be made with that model of the Lord, मोटे तौर पर, especially the human. These will enter and then they stay there. That will be the next खंड में वो बात आएगी. पहले इसको देखना है. तो फर्स्ट क्या हुआ? मुखम निरभिद्यता. From that pinda, mukham niravidyata. Like that mitti with which you want to make Ganapati, you can make that mukham or any of the devata rupa or anything you want to make. So from that mitti, mrutpinda, which has been brought out from the adbyaha, which is amalgam of all the 5 mahamudras, from that pinda, let us say, the mukham niravidyata. तस्य अभितप्तस्य ईश्वर संकल्पेन तपसा अभितप्तस्य पिंडस्य. पिंड बिग लेवल में समिष्टि में हो रहा है, व्यष्टि में नहीं. डोंट लुक एट स्मॉल पिंडम, द होल ब्रह्मांड की बात हो रही. इट्स वेरी कॉन्टेम्पलेटिव, इट इज नॉट इजी, माइंड ब्लोइंग ओनली इट इज. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव ट्रांसेंडेड सीइंग द वर्ल्ड ऑफ नेम्स एंड फॉर्म्स. You are seeing only the Shaktis. You have transcended seeing even the Shaktis. You have started seeing the Adhisthana Devatas. Beyond the Adhisthana Devatas' arrival, how it was. Like that. Like, you know, some people graphics में दिखाते हैं ना, big building is made. But somehow before the building was made, the whole land was full of all unwanted trees and all. So they are removed and all. Everything is videographed. Right from the cleaning of the thing. But we don't know now. We see only the building now. Then you will trace back the building before it is finishing, unfinished state. Before that, only at the slab and pillars stage. Before that, only pillar, no slab. Before that, only plain land was there. And digging was there. Before digging, plain land was. Before plain land, all khachra. You know, if you go back, trace back, वो बोलते हैं ये पर्टिकुलर प्लेस 40 साल पहले, 30 साल पहले कैसा था. In the same way, the dynamically seen world now of so many beings of names and forms, things and their functionings. Trace back karo. That's why I said whole thing is now functions and name and form. Go beyond name and form and functionings, you reach to the Adhisthana Devata Sthiti. Beyond the Adhisthana Devatas, before the Adhisthana Devatas themselves have come. Imagine how it all was. This is what is the picture given. We are tracing back from where the whole creation has come. तो उतना imagination power capacity मानो तो really बातें समझ में आकर एक नहीं 10 बार करना पड़ता है. Then we will see, oh, everything is that Narayana, Ishvara, Paramatma only. Everywhere is there. But still, all this theory is never clear unless we experience that Paramatma as ourselves. ये तो बात कभी नहीं छोड़. बिना अनुभव का कि वो तत्व में हूं, इन सब किसी भी चीज का ना प्रूफ है ना फायदा है. अनुभूति alone. That's why people without anubhava, though theoretically become perfect, yet they continue to be samsari because they have not got the अनुभव. ज्ञान है लेकिन अनुभव नहीं है, इसलिए वो संसारी ही रह जाते हैं. अनुभव ही संसारी को मुक्त बनाता है ना. Experience alone liberates a bound person. They have not tried for experience. They are satisfied with the theory only. So therefore they continue to be samsari. मुखम निरविध्यता. So मुखाकारम सुशिरम अजायता. A mukha means mouth. MOUT is not Hindi wala. English wala mouth. The mouth has come out. So mukha akaram sushiram. A hole. Sushiram is a hole. From that pinda came out. It has opened up with a mouth. Mouth की तरफ वो निकला. वहां उसमें से यथा पक्षिणः अंडम निर्भिद्यते एवं. Luckily, Shrutimata herself gave the example yatha andam. Yatha andam is an example in the main mantra. है कि नहीं? कहना तमभ्यतपस्तः तस्याभिदप्तस्य मुखम निर्विद्यते यथा अंडम. तो वो भी भगवान में वही कह रहे कि जैसे फ्रॉम द एग, यू नो द टिक 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 करके अंदर से वो मुख आ जाता है पहले. यू नो व्हेन द एनी ऑफ दोस थिंग्स फ्रॉम विद इन हैच आउट एंड कम ना, इट्स ए वेरी सीन टू सी. आप आज ही जाकर यूट्यूब में देख लेना, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ देम आर देयर. ऑस्ट्रिच का देख लो, इतना बड़ा अंडा होता है, उसमें से वो कैसे मुख पहले निकलता है, फिर बाकी सारा तोड़ते हुए वो बाहर आ जाता है ना, ऑस्ट्रिच बर्ड. और एनी देखो, डक ले लो, हेन ले लो, इन द सेम वे अंडम यथा अंडम. ओके. यथा पक्षिणः अंडम निर्भिद्यत एवं. भगवान के संकल्प से फ्रॉम दैट पिंड द मुखम के, भगवान का ही मुखारविंद, मुख माउथ. ओके. तस्मात् निर्भिन्नात् मुखात्. From that nirbhinna mukha, from that mukha which has now specific expression in that pinda, क्या हुआ? मुखा मुखा मुखात वाक् करणम इंद्रियम निरवर्ततः. वाक् करणम इंद्रियम निरवर्तत तदधिष्ठातः अग्निः ततः वाचः लोकपालः. So, so from that Golaka, what has come out is Indriya. Vag Indriya ho gaya. From that Indriya, Adhisthana Devata called as Agni has come out, who is called the Lokapala there. So Mukhad Vag Vachaha Agni Niravindyata. So the little more details about this thing and the whole thing we'll just see tomorrow. थोड़ा सा एक लेवल तक तो हम पहुंच गए. So we have taken many other examples, analysis कोशिश कर रहे, बात समझने को ऐसे ही होता है. So tomorrow we go through it, the whole thing, how from that pinda all other aspects have come, and from them all indriyas, all adhisthana devatas have come. And then the story continues in the second. It's a very cute. You 7-8 times पढ़ोगे ना Aitareya को, पूरा story like Upanishad वाले Yakshaupakhyanam, Kathopanishad का Nachiketopakhyanam, many of them the Bhrigu Upakhyanam. Every Upanishad has an Upakhyana story. This is also a type of story only, explaining to us how it has happened. Very very catchy and touching, very useful also. But करना पड़ता है 10-12 बार meditation. So let us see how much it comes to our understanding. So mukha, mukhad vag, vani, vani se agni aa gaya. The remaining thing we'll see and touch the second khanda also. Hare Rama. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shanti.